Hi everybody, thanks for being here and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now these cards are always well shuffled in between readings, and the cards that pop out or that I'm drawn to are for the sign in general. So it may not reflect everyone's personal circumstances, but even if one card relays a message, then I'm good with that. So enjoy. Hi there, Aries. So glad you could join me today. Oh, okay. I think that may be more. Okay, 4 cards right off the bat. Let's have a look, see what these cards are saying for you. That was very quick. Now, the cards have been shuffled extensively in between readings. So let's see what these cards have to say for you. Hi, everybody. All right, let's have a look at these cards. Now, we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse and the 8 of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Page of Cups and the Moon card. Now, have you worked hard to achieve certain goals within your workplace, within your skills? Have you, maintained a level of dedication that helped you to progress your skills from beginning to learning to getting kind of good to fantastic to doing the most intricate work you could possibly do? And that's where you are. You're doing some fantastic intricate work and you're getting renowned for it. Now, is it not quite the job that you thought it was going to be? Is it a little bit repetitive? Does it have long hours? Are you expected to keep up a high level of turnaround? And with that high level of turnaround, are you not really being given enough time to do it? So the level of achievement within each particular item may not be as high as you want it to be, because you have refined your skills and you know that you can do much better than you're able to at the moment. But that is because of the constraints that are being put upon you. So it's really not the job that you thought it was going to be. It could be, and moving on to the 8 of Swords, that, there is a person that you're working with as well that seems to be choosing you as a scapegoat. If anything goes wrong, then are you maybe the person that gets the blame for it? And it turns out that this could make you look for problems, make you look for reasons that you could be blamed. And that's putting you on the back foot all the time because you feel as though you're having to defend yourself against problems that you didn't create. And it makes you think that, what's the point? What's the point of still being here? You're being pushed to do things that you don't have time to do. You're having to create things that are below standard that you would have completed and under normal circumstances, and it's repetitive. And then on top of that, you're being blamed for things that weren't even your fault. And it could be that, you've had enough. You just, it just seems to be that this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, let's move on to the next two cards here. And we've got the Page of Cups. Now, you take your work and your life pretty seriously. If you've found something that you're passionate about, then you jump in with 2 feet. But the thing is, in doing that, do you always look for the ideal in things? And when it doesn't come up to that standard, do you feel let down? Do you feel that it wasn't worth the effort? Do you feel let down? Do you feel quite hurt that it's not working out the way that you had it in your mind? But could your standards be different than everybody else's? Could your standards be higher, possibly slightly unrealistic? But because you have such emotions and passions about this, you don't see it that way. And with the moon here, do you feel, a little bit confused over everyone else's reactions? Can you not understand why, they find it acceptable to have a lower level of quality within their work? And you really do feel that the wool's been pulled over your eyes, because this is not the environment that you thought you were walking into. This is not the job that you thought you were going to be doing every single day. And it could be that this is something that you don't feel that could be a long-term project. It could be that all of the remarks about, you not pulling your weight, or, not doing a good enough job. And because you are so passionate about it, and you really take it to heart when you do have a criticism, so it also makes you quite anxious. So this possibly is not the job that you thought you were walking into. It's not the way that you plan things at all. Now, I know that this may only come alive in a few people's eyes. I know that this may only be relevant for a small number of the general reading. But for those people out there that does click for, that you do recognise certain parts, even one card of this reading, then there could be a message in here for you. All right, now have a great day. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aries. Hi there, Leo. So glad you could join me today, and this is your reading for the 13th of March. There's way too many cards there for you, but this one at the top seems determined to stay, so we'll let it stay. Let's have a look here, and we'll have that one as well. 2 kings. All right, another little shuffle. Hope you're all feeling good and your week's going to plan. Whoops, there we go. Oh, 2 cards, there we are. I think that's us then. Okay. All right. Let's see what these cards have to say for you. Hi everybody. All right, before I start, we've got a bit of a storm going on here in Glasgow, and I live at the top of a hill. So my building seems to get quite a lot of high winds that rustle through the trees and can be a bit blustery. Now, there is a bit of a storm going on today, so it could be that you maybe hear the wind hitting the building or the trees rustling, possibly even a few bins falling over. So, please try to discard any other sounds that you hear. All right, let's get to the actual reading, the important stuff. Okay. Now, this reading hopefully will catch the interest of a few people out there. And, there is a message in here for a few people. And even if it's not the full reading, then even if just 1 or 2 cards catch your eye, send a message, then that is fantastic. Okay, let's get started. Let's stop blethering and get on with things. Now we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse, King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the World card in reverse. All right. Do you have certain skills, certain things about you that other people find attractive? Could be that you're stunning, you are a beautiful physical specimen. That sounds very clinical, doesn't it? That you have such a beautiful presence. Your hair's always in place, always have a smile on your face. And it could be that you're very charismatic. Your personality draws people to you. It could be that you have a position of power. Could be that you call the shots. Could be that you have loads of money. And you know that lots of people are attracted to that. You don't have to be told that. But for whatever the reason is, you know that these things are attractive to other people. Do you maybe use it a little bit? Use your wiles to get people to do things that you want them to do? Or are you in such a position of power that you just say it straight? this is what you're doing? Do you manipulate or exploit people in your employ or round about you? Family members, friends? It could even be that there is a little bit of jealousy around you too, because if you're so used to people doing your bidding, do you get attached? Do you get over attached? Do you maybe not like it if they maybe talk to other people? So there's a lot of things going on. And for a Leo, you like to be in command. You like to be the person who's being pampered and attended to at all times, at all costs. Now let's move on to the next card, which is the King of Cups. Has one of the people that, has been caught in your charismatic circle? Have they captured your heart? And have they made you a little bit vulnerable? Are you maybe giving them more chances than you would other people? Is this where the jealousy and the possessiveness is coming from? Do you not want them talking to other people? You just want them to be around you and do what you want to do. Now, the next two cards that we have here are the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the World in reverse. Now, could it be that you are caught up with someone? And even though, you are, being sensitive round about them, and they've caught your heart a little bit, but there is also a cut-off point here. You're not a pushover. Has something happened to cause your jealousy, to cause your possessiveness? And it could be that, but there is a little bit of exploitation here. Do you maybe cut this person out a little bit in order to try to teach them a lesson because they have taken a step or two across the line that they shouldn't have? Now, let's go back to these two cards here. Does this vulnerability make you feel that you don't want to be around people because you're so used to people doing what you say? When someone rebels a little bit or does their own thing and becomes out of your reach, you're not a happy bunny. Do you throw yourself into work? Do you get caught up in earning money and being the boss? The boss of your heart, the boss of your home, the boss of your world. And it could be because this has, hurt you a little bit. that you really have no time for people. It's work, eat and sleep. So there could be a little bit of antisocial times here. Times where you don't suffer fools gladly. Could you be stuck in a rut? Could you find it difficult to move forward? Is there possibly unfinished business about this person that's holding you back? You're not able to close that door, and it's causing you to be stuck in a vulnerable place because your heart is still possibly connected, even though you're trying to fill it up with other things. Not with people, though. That's just like jumping from a fire into a frying pan, because you still have feelings for someone that you can't seem to get out of your head. You're just delaying the inevitable, though. Because is it possible that you need that closure? You need that fresh start. You need to complete the circle in order to move on. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Blethered enough, and see you tomorrow. See you later, Aries. Bye. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back. So glad you could join me today for your reading for the 13th of March. All right, so there we go. Card number 2. Hope you're all having a great day. Right, hold the bus. There we go. I'm going to take that top card too. All right, let's see what these cards are saying for you. Alrighty, we've got the King of Pentacles, Temperance, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Are you the king of your castle? Do you like things to run smoothly? You know, for things to tick along, but you want everything to run on time. You know, and you want it to be like a well-run watch. You know, everything has its place, everything has its time, you know, and everything is worth what's the phrase? Everything can equate to money. Everything can equate to a possession. And you know that all of those things can, you know, make you affluent, give you a good life. And you want to make sure that you manage it in such a way to ensure that you reap the good things in life. In order to do that, do you feel that there should be, you know, a team effort? Do you feel that you should all work is won for this result, for this end. And you feel that it's fine if people want to do their own things, but, it should be done in moderation. People shouldn't go about doing their own things. There should be a balance to everything. There should be a level of self-control in whatever it is that you're doing or they are doing. Now, are there things that you don't know? Do people have plans you're not aware of? Could be that people round about you have their own passions that they want to pursue. But because of your reasoning that the people round about you should all work for the greater good, the greater cause, which all seems to run through you. Are you not being told about these own plans? So there's a lot of things here that you don't know. Could it be that the people round about you may just been humouring you? Could it be that there are difficulties within the group of people, that are quite close to you? And you're trying to get them to unite for this cause of, running a happy home, running a family business possibly. But are people just telling you what they think you want to hear or they know you want to hear? Could be that they know that if things were different, if they didn't do the things that you wanted them to, that, there could be quite high consequences. There could be, so many different problems within the family that could come from those actions. Could be that they like the lifestyle that you're able to provide, and they know that if you decide to do your own thing or go your own way, that lifestyle may no longer be there. So it could be that there is a level of pretense and secret. I cannot talk today. That's terrible. Secrecy around certain members of your friends or family that they purposefully don't want you to know. All right, I think I've said the same thing about 5 times now, so I think you get the picture. Now, it could be that this is only a message for a certain number, just a few of the people watching. And it could be that there's one card in particular that sends a message out to quite a few. Whichever it is, think about what has been said and how it reflects in your life. And I'm going to leave it there, so I'll see you next time. Bye, Sagittarius.